want to talk about why I don't clean on the weekends anymore. And side note, this is not my shirt. Please don't make assumptions about me, my abilities, or my economic standing based on this shirt, not mine. So back on track. The main reason I started doing this is because there is a correlation between mental stress and activity, like we call it the mental load. When you're thinking about a schedule or you're planning or all of that stuff, when your brain is awake. And there's a correlation between that and your physiological stress levels and like your fatigue levels. If your brain is never getting a break from that mental load time, you are not actually resting. You're not going to reach peak restfulness or peak productivity because you're not actually relaxing in any of that time. You're just either relaxing mentally or physically and not both. So the main goal is to get you on a level where you can do both of those things together and be fully rested. Now I'm going to tell you about my schedule. So my disclaimer here is that this whole idea, you do not have to have my schedule. The exact way that I carried this out does not have to apply to you. So I am going to talk about at the end the main things that you want to hold on to so that you can tailor this method to your own experience. But I will tell you about how I did it first. So my fiance works night shift, and so I shifted my schedule to meet his. I was working with a company that I could do that with based on their starting times and my end times. So what I would do was wake up at 3 a.m. and put my cleaning at the beginning of the day because I have ADHD. So where I am momentum wise with cleaning, it's better to start at high momentum and work my way down throughout the day than to try to go up and down and find that dopamine to like go back up. So it worked better for me to do it that way. So I would wake up, do my cleaning, go to work, do it all over again. And then my weekends were totally free. I could go to bed when I wanted, wake up when I wanted, when my body was actually feeling refreshed. And I had none of that mental load time feeling fatigued. So that was my schedule. It worked really, really well. And it still works well, even when I'm not working now, but I still do that schedule. And I still do the cleaning at the start of the day, and I do not clean on weekends. Now, some of you might be asking, well, how? Like, what do you clean during that time? How do you fit that into your workday? So I schedule it on a calendar. On Sundays, I sit down and I just take a few minutes to just put some calendar events for cleaning or put that chunk of time of like, this is cleaning time. And you can either schedule which tasks you want to take care of, or if you're not that kind of person, you can just say, hey, oh, look, I have 15 minutes of cleaning time, set a timer and start cleaning whatever you can or whatever you prioritize. I'll do a video about how to do that more effectively and some ideas for ways that you can do that another time, either later this week or next weekend. So look out for that. So here's the main point. This is how you tailor this idea to your own schedule and your own lifestyle. Is what you want to focus on is making sure that tasks that have a high mental or physical load, a high lift, are being done on the same days. And so that you have at least one. And it's best to have at least a night and a day, if not 2 days, that are just for you, that have a low mental and a low physical load. You're not exerting yourself in either way for things that don't fulfill you, don't make you feel rested. You want to focus on both getting mental and physical rest. That's the key, is putting them both together. And if you're able to do that, you may not be able to do it every weekend, but the more often you can do that, the more restful days you're going to get that are actually making you feel restful, like we talked about in the beginning. Some of the things I do use my weekends for that will give you kind of an idea of what that looks like is I will do things like pulling weeds. And so that's like maybe 3 weekends a year where I am doing something physically difficult, but it's on my time. It's on my schedule. I wake up, I do it, I can take a nap, I can do whatever I want with that day. So it's less mentally exhaustive, and sometimes that physical exercise feels good. But then other things that aren't like that are like, I can go see friends. I can see friends who are rested too and want to see me. I can spend time with my fiance who I don't get to see during the week when we're not stressed out and busy. I can go eat a meal that I like, that I can spend time on and not worry about, hey, I gotta go, I got things to do. I can sleep in. I can stay up as late as I want. And for those of you, if you are like me, sometimes that time alone at night is the most restful time because it is just for you. It's not for anybody else. There is no mental load. You are just playing games on your phone or reading or doing what makes you happiest in a peaceful time for you. And I think we've all had that moment where you've stayed up late and you're like, why did I do that? But it's because that time was mentally restful for you and it was important to your body and your mind. And it was going to do it with or without your agreement. So that's the kind of things that we do on the weekends or on your days off. It doesn't have to be a weekend. So hopefully this helps you find that kind of schedule for yourself. So I hope this helps. Again, look out for my video about cleaning prioritization and cleaning scheduling. That'll probably come out next weekend, maybe a little sooner. But let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if this is helpful for you, if you give it a try. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to try to help you find a schedule that works for you or come up with suggestions for specific problems you've come across with this method. It's not going to work for everybody, depending on the kind of job that you do, whether or not you have kids, the kind of schedule you have to live. It may not work for you, but if it does work for you, I hope that it's a game changer, and I hope it gives you back some of that very valuable energy and time to prioritize your health so that you don't feel like you're sacrificing either your health or the rest of your life, that there can be a balance between the two. So thanks for watching.